So this is not the video I thought I would be doing today. But since a lot of the Christians seem to be a little slow to wake up to what's going on, I guess I'm doing it. Okay. Because some of us that are the non-Christians, that are the believers in the way of Christ, but not in teachings of religion, those people, some of us, have noticed the things going on, and we're wondering why you guys haven't checked in yet. Because you guys are the ones that are supposed to be the good Christians, the ones that are paying attention, the ones that are, you know, doing the thing, going to church, Sundays, all that stuff, right? Okay. In case you haven't been paying attention, I'm going to give you a little news update. King Trump. How about that one? But that wasn't the beginning of it. No. No, we had a peace treaty that was signed yesterday, I think. It was within the last couple of days anyway. And since then, he's declared himself King Trump in Canada. Okay, what does that mean? It means a lot more than you think. What they've done is they've conglomerated the United States of America with Canada and with what they call the Western Territories. What are the Western Territories? Let me see here. We have Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Scotland, Ireland, and a few other places. These are the new Western Territories. And on top of all of that, Trump has decided to go after Mexico. How is he going to do that? Exactly without declaring war? He's declaring war on the cartels. The cartels, you see, are a threat. Never mind that our government is actually working with them to bring drugs into our country so that our United States of America citizens can stay drugged out of their minds and not be clear on what's really going on. Let's just throw that one out for a second, okay? All right? We need to think about this. Is this or is this not mentioned in Scripture that he would declare himself a king over all the territories? And he's already started a day after the treaty was signed. Okay. What else is going on? Well, let me tell you. Trump signed an executive order to freeze all civil rights. So now, guess what? No civil courts. You cannot protect yourself in a civil court now. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying not to be sarcastic with the Christians. But the Christians, the ones that call themselves Christians, are the ones that are following man's rule of law. I don't care really what you believe. What you need to understand is that they are making this happen. Okay, the governments, whether it be organic or whether it's planned, which is what I think it's planned, okay? Everybody says, oh yeah, the earthquakes, God says he's going to cause earthquakes in the end days. No big deal, right. God's not causing those earthquakes. And on top of that, the Scripture never says that God says he's going to cause those earthquakes. It just says there will be earthquakes and things of that nature in the end days. Okay? Read Matthew chapter 24. Again, closely. Okay? Stop misquoting things. Stop. Because you're trying to make history fit the Bible instead of the Bible fitting actually history, okay? You're looking at things and going, oh, this is aligning with that. This is aligning. But look at the timing of all of this. First, the war was supposed to be the Gog and Magog war. But what was supposed to happen before that peace treaty was signed? God was supposed to intervene and bring all things to a halt in order to protect Israel. That did not happen. It didn't happen. But the peace treaty was signed. Now, some of you already know that I don't believe Trump is Trump. I believe it's a man in a mask, just like Biden was. Some of you, oh my God, you're such a conspiracy theorist. You're such a anti-Trumper or whatever the fuck you think I am. Bitch, I tried to get that man elected because I thought he was the best thing for this country. Okay? I actually worked in the Republican offices, so don't give me any fucking shit about it, all right? That is not the man that I helped get elected. I don't know what else to tell you. And if it's not him, if it is a man in a mask, who the hell is it? Because that's our Antichrist. I'm pretty goddamn sure about that too. And if you're a Christian and you're tuning in and I have a few swear words in here and you don't like it, that's just too damn bad. Sorry, but I'm a little riled up right now, and you should be too. We are in the 7-year tribulation. Do you not get that? Whether it's real or fake, they are going to be doing it, okay? And we are there. They signed the treaty. We're in it, okay? You ready? Things are not happening in the right order, according to Scripture. That is a red flag in, like, multiple red flags. What we are dealing with is more than likely Satan's little season, and they are duplicating it, and they've given us Scripture so that we can just fall right in line. You do realize that religion was created to control the masses, right? That's why they have Mass in the Catholic Church. And all of the churches, by the way, have trickled down from the Roman Church. All the teachings have trickled down from that church. So the fact that you're celebrating freaking pagan holidays and all of that, that's the Roman Church, by the way. You know what? They were a pagan church before Christ. And I know you're going to say, oh, well, if Christ wasn't around, how could they have a Church of Christ? That's not the point. The point is they taught you to celebrate pagan holidays, which means they incorporated the pagan stuff in with your belief systems. So you are practicing maybe half of what you're actually supposed to be practicing, which is why I'm not a Christian anymore. If you looked into the Gnostic text and the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, the Gospel of Philip, the Gospel of Thomas, and read what they had to say about their relationship with Yahusha, it doesn't align with the rest of it. And there's a reason for that, because they edited it all. When they canonized that Bible, they edited it. And you're going to say, I know. You're going to say, well, we have all we need. No, you don't. Not if you haven't read Mary Magdalene and the rest. You don't have it all. They used this to control you. And the one thing that you held sacred, and they knew that you would hold sacred, that one thing, they knew you wouldn't want to look at it. They knew if they gave it to you and said, this is how it works, that you wouldn't want to look at it, that you would buy it. Hook, line, and sinker, okay? Like a big mouth bass. Just gonna swallow the frickin' hook without ever looking any further. People, come on. We are in it now, and it's gonna devolve quickly. But keep your eyes peeled, because things are not happening in the timing that it's mentioned in the Scriptures. Let's call October 13th, day 1 of the 7-year tribulation, and count out when the mark of the beast is supposed to be rolled out, because you should be able to time it. God gave us all that information, right? Right? Didn't he? Or is Revelation even real? Revelation doesn't sound like the rest of the Scripture. Hate to break that to you too. And those of you who think that there's going to be a red dragon coming out of the ocean, I got news, right? Okay, this is all dream imagery, symbolism, all of that stuff, okay? I studied all that stuff in college, symbolism and all of that. And some of you, come out and you think that things are going to happen very literally out of the scripture. Or some of you that do know that it is symbolism, you see some of it is symbolism and some of it is straight up reality. Like you guys think that, Jesus is going to come back riding a white horse and, just killing everybody with his mouth. Okay. But keep in mind that they have these things like Project Bluebeam. And I believe we are going to have a fake rapture or a fake alien invasion. And I'm going to call for that by, let's say, Halloween. Because things are happening pretty quickly now, right? I could be wrong. But let's just say Halloween before we have our Project Bluebeam. It's not that long, guys. They're going to keep causing chaos after chaos after chaos to keep you confused. Okay? They want to keep you scrambling. At this point, they've just got one thing after another, and they're going to go underground. I bet you money. I would bet you money that's going to happen sometime soon, maybe even right around the time of the rapture, so they can say that they got raptured or abducted by aliens. You guys, are you paying attention yet? Seriously. They don't want any of us to be up here when they come back up. Okay? That's just the way it is. They will make us fight it out amongst each other. And I'm pretty freaking sure that there's a World War Z on the way as well. So, buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to get fucking real.